Hey, this is Justin with Blue Sky Electric, and we're going to install some Ring cameras today. I'm at Matt's house here, and he's got these Ring cameras that he'd like to install. These are getting really popular in the market now. We're getting a lot of calls. A lot of people are doing these, so pretty simple to install. They're not hard at all, but we're going to install them from scratch. So we got our cameras. We got a little bit of material here. I got some 12-2 Romex we're going to use, and I got a couple boxes, one for each camera that we're going to mount on the soffits on the outside of the house. We have a junction box with staples and just a few things here that we're going to use today to get these installed. So first thing we're going to do is we've kind of laid it out already. Here's Matt's breaker box. We're going to be adding another breaker here so we can have a dedicated circuit for his new cameras. But we've got a future pipe here. There's a pipe that's installed. It's required by code to install. And it's just a pipe that goes up into the attic. And since it's not used yet, it's going to be great for us today. We're just going to slide a pipe. Usually you can get about 2 Romexes up it today. This will be the first one, so it'll go right up in there. We're going to take it to the attic. We're going to mount this junction box to a joist up there. And then we're going to branch out of this 2 different places, one to the front, one to the back. For the new cameras, we'll make up our wires and we'll go out and install the cameras. Safety first, we're going to kill the power. I'm going to kill my branch circuit breakers first. So we're going to kill all these. I'll check with the homeowner. He doesn't have the computers on or anything that's going to be bad to turn these off just for a few minutes. So I killed the main breaker. Our buses are dead. It's pretty safe, but we do still have some hot lugs down here, so I'm going to be safe and stay away from those. I'm going to push my Romex up our future pipe. And it's going very easy like I expected it would. Watch your feet, Matt.
Oh, sorry.
And I can hear it bounce around up in the attic. So now I'm gonna go up in the attic and we'll mount our junction box. I'm gonna tie our wire into our junction box, and we'll split off our switch legs to our lights from there. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna drill a small hole and push a piece of wire up there, and then we'll go up in the attic, make sure I find it. So rather than just go drill a big hole and find out I can't get to it, I'll have a small hole and just do a little exploring with this wire. What's gonna happen, and I've seen a lot of houses right here in the corner is really tough to put, get access to because of all the woodwork that's up there. So we're gonna come off the corner about a foot. We're gonna go past this seam right here and try to center it up right here in this corner, if you can see where I'm pointing. So I'm gonna drill a small hole, push this up there, go in the attic and look for it. All right, so we found our wire up in the attic. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna I got a paddle bit. This is an 1.25 inch, and it's big enough for my wire and the connector I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna use just a standard 1/2 inch Romex connector for my wire to go into the box. And we're gonna use a round bell box is what these are called. This one here is a Tamac brand by Hubble. It's just a round box you get at any of the big box stores, but you gotta have a junction box for your wire makeups to go in. So I'm gonna drill a hole, push our wire up, and then I'll make it up in these here. Okay, we got the front side done. Now we moved out here to the back side. I'll turn the camera so you can see what we're doing here. Got a little bit of overkill on the ladder there, but that's all we had. So we decided that this corner is where Matt wants his camera. So we're gonna go ahead and do just like on the front and go ahead and drill us a hole up there in the soffit. We're gonna come off the corner about 2 feet. That should give us good and clear room to get our to get access to our wire. Matt's going up there to make sure it's good and clear. He's gonna give me the heads up. I'm gonna drill our test hole and then make sure it's good to drill our larger hole. Got again this 1.25" paddle bit I'm gonna use to drill. That'll give us room to get our connector and everything up in the soffit. And another little thing, I like to say, just uncoil your wire. Most new guys or people just don't run Romex a lot. We'll just pull it through all coiled up, and it takes up uses a lot more wire that way, and just fills up your attic with coiled wire. It's just not how it should be done. So anyway, I'm go ahead and turn the camera around and we'll get going. Okay, so now all we got left, we got the 2 lights mounted, all wired. We've got the junction box wired in the attic, ready to go. We got our wire down here, so this will make this hot. It's gonna energize all the lights, so we'll be good to go. So what I did, before I cut that, I've got this is an Eaton breaker panel, pretty common for a residential. It's an Eaton breaker, single 1 pole 20, single pole 20. Just snap it into my bus, I build my main breaker off for safety. And so just, you see I saw that, but you hook this back side. And then this spring here springs onto the bus. So, I got that on. I labeled my wire. I'm gonna go ahead and strip that out. Take all the paper off. There we go. I'll label this. See, whoever wired the house, they went through and labeled all their circuits, so they're nice and organized there. We're going to do the same. Wire. And in my breaker panel here, I've got my neutral bus over here. I'll take my white to it, and my ground bus over here on this side. This is a main breaker panel, so you can really land your neutrals and grounds on either bus. And it's just fine. So. This one, even though the main breaker is off, there are some hot lugs still down here in the bottom, so I'm just going to be careful around those lugs. Pull it out of the way. This way. Now it's just wire management. Make that look good. There's a lot of breaker panels where they have been in really bad shape. So this one, they wired it and did a pretty good job doing it. If you're not familiar with breaker panels, probably shouldn't be in here doing this. It's good to hire an electrician, but at least this kind of shows you what it should look like. So I got my ground wire over on this side. I'm going to take my neutral across. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just put my neutral on this bar. And this technically is the neutral bar on this side, so we'll just keep it the same. Get these nice and snug. I'm gonna take my hot wire around here and I'm just gonna take that down and into my breaker. And we are good to go. Close it up, label the panel, and we are done.